What's the religion of Israel?
Israeli. Muslim.
Islamic.
Catholic, probably.
What religion are Buddhist monks?
Buddhist monks.
Buddhist monk.
Islamic, I don't know.
Who won the Vietnam War?
We did.
And who was,
Wait, were we even in the Vietnam War? Okay, good.
who was Fidel Castro?
A singer.
How many sides does a triangle have?
Damn, 4.
There's no sides. 1.
What is the currency used in the United Kingdom?
What's the currency in the United Kingdom?
What is it? In the United Kingdom, I don't know.
Possibly American money.
Queen Elizabeth's money? That's all I know.
Name a country that begins with U.
A country?
Yeah. What about this one?
What?
The United States of America.
For some reason, I'm reminded of the admonition many of us received from our parents or other type guardians when we were just about ready to discover mischief as a way of life. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, or something along those lines that would make us remember there was a need to be serious for the most part and not let anyone ever discover we might be intellectually deficient in any way, shape, or form. Hey, face it, the one thing none of us ever wants to be called is stupid. As I noted earlier this week, we're often taught that it's just not polite to call anyone stupid. There are, of course, alternatives. Unintelligent, ignorant, dense, foolish, dull-witted, slow, simple-minded, vacuous, vapid, idiotic, imbecilic, imbecile, obtuse, doltish, thick, dim, dim-witted, slow-witted, dumb, dopey, dozy, moronic, cretinous, pea-brained, half-witted, soft in the head, brain-dead, bone-headed, thick-headed, wooden-headed, mutton-headed, and daft, to name but a few.
This bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay, so it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you had a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made explicit that healthy people pay in and sick people get money, it would not have passed. Okay, just like lack of transparency is a huge political advantage. And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass. And it's the second best argument. Look, I wish Mark was right. We can make it all transparent. But I'd rather have this law than not.
We've said things that we're all ashamed of. Honey, that dress really does make you look fat. I don't care if that guy has a mixed martial arts tattoo. I think I can take him. Or that Kim Kardashian is so incredibly ugly that I swear on all that is holy, I never once thought of looking at that magazine cover. We're also very sorry for our transgressions, and we simply cannot wait to let the entire world know how wrong we were. The apology, the sad eyes, the wailing and gnashing of teeth, the human emotional sacrifice, the moment of laying ourselves before mankind in order to be lashed and ridiculed as we seek our penance. So how's that going for you?
The comment and the video were made at an academic conference. I was speaking off the cuff, and I basically spoke inappropriately, and I regret having made those comments.
Now, the only thing that could possibly make it worse is that if someone were to find a second tape where you said almost the same thing, I mean, thank goodness there's enough gray matter to ensure you couldn't possibly make that same gaffe again. I mean, hey, what are the odds?
The comment and the video were made at an academic conference. I was speaking off the cuff, and I basically spoke inappropriately, and I regret having made those comments.
John Kerry said, no, we're going to tax your health insurance. We're going to tax those evil insurance companies. We're going to impose a tax that if they sell health insurance that's too expensive, we're going to tax them. And conveniently, the tax rate will happen to be the marginal tax rate under the income tax code. So basically, it's the same thing. We just tax the insurance companies. They pass it on higher prices. That offsets the tax break we get. It ends up being the same thing. It's a very clever, basic exploitation of the lack of economic understanding of the American voter.
As always, those comments were taken out of context line, misquoted. We haven't heard the infamous "there must have been someone there editing the tape" line for several years, especially considering there's no more tape being used. And if you're really digging for something that would be the surefire method of making it all go away, hey, plead temporary insanity due to the fact you have the Democrats and gave 5 seats in the midterm betting pool. Perhaps in this instance, it might be best to just look into the camera, straighten your tie, smile, and say to America, suckers. Mr. Gruber, you'll have your own show on MSNBC any minute. I mean, after all, someone has to do what Frank Sinatra would do if he were around, to get Ronan Farrow off the air. And that is telling it like it is.